this new currency look like, and what will it mean for the dollar?
Team conversation with yours truly, man. Listen, as you can see, man, what would it mean for the dollar? Right now, as you can see, cryptocurrencies doing what it do when it do what it does. I hope everybody is investing right now. Hope everybody's taking the opportunity to, try to diversify their portfolio and, what I mean, plan for the future and not just living for the day. And I hope you're not a doubter and you're a believer. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, cash is king, but crypto is God. You dig? God has given us an opportunity to be able to be a part of the gold rush. But this is a digital gold rush, you dig? So you got to get involved. We was in Bonn when the gold rush was happening, so we missed that boat. But we not going to miss this boat right here, man. It's a digital gold rush. So I hope y'all are getting involved and doing all the homework that y'all need to be doing, you dig? I hope y'all not playing. Y'all doing y'all homework, y'all staying focused, y'all locking in, and y'all doing as much research as y'all could possibly do on cryptocurrency and learn what currency that you want to get involved with, you dig? Me, of course, I'm just going to invest into the grandfather, which is Bitcoin. That's just what I'm doing, you dig? I'm not going to try to think too much about it. I'm not going to hurt my head about it. That's what I'm doing. I'm going all the way, and I'm betting it all on Bitcoin because that's the grandfather of it all, you dig? So that's what I'm rocking with. Of course, I got some other coins out there, a few other altcoins, a few other things that I'm invested in. But I'm locking in with the, digital gold, Bitcoin, you dig? And some people might say, yo, it's too high right now. It's too much money right now. I'm not gonna get involved with that. But you're not a believer then if that's your mentality. You feel me? If you feel like it's too much money right now, that means you're not a believer, man. You gotta be a believer. That's it, period. If you're a believer, you're not worrying about the price of Bitcoin right now. You're gonna get involved because if you ask me, it's going for cheap. You dig? That's just my opinion. If you ask me, it's going for cheap. It ain't really going for that much money, man. It's 117,000. That's cheap, man. All you gotta do is put 10,000. All you gotta do is put $10 a day, $20 a day, $30 a day. That's it, man. Before you know it, shit, you look up, Bitcoin is gonna shoot to 200,000. You done made profit. But because you've been waiting for too long, you waiting for it to drop. Shit probably never gonna drop, and you miss out on the boat. You know what I mean? Because you trying to get it for free. You trying to get it for a discount. Nah, you got to get involved now, man. But I ain't here to talk about Bitcoin and give y'all no financial IQ or financial episode. I'm just having tea and conversation, man. I'm just chopping it up with y'all real quick. You dig? We're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The phone lines are going to be open. If you want to call in and chop it up with your boy, you can definitely do that. It ain't nothing to it. You can ask me whatever y'all want. If you got a major question, you already know you got to hit that super chat. But if you got something light, you dig, just a little question that you want answer, you dig, I don't have no problem with answering that question. But if it's major, you definitely know you got to support the platform. Yeah, man, we got to keep everything going, man. Keep everything smooth. Give me 1 second. Come here, Prince. I got something for you, Prince. Relax. You got to relax, though, B. Man, come on, man. You got to relax, man. Come on, man. Just take it easy, man. All right, let me leave a phone number for y'all to call in and chop it up with your boy real quick, all right? You can call in and chop it up, talk to me about whatever you want to talk about. Give y'all the opportunity to ask me whatever question you want to ask. You dig? Easy as Sunday morning. But how y'all doing out there, man? Let me know how y'all doing out there, man. Let me see. Let me check out the comments and see how y'all doing out there. Y'all let me know what's really going on. How was your weekend? How was your week? You dig? How was your month? How was your year? Y'all know the year is damn near over, right? Yeah, we have a few more months left. I mean, have you been productive? How you been taking care of your business? Have you been handling your business? Are you behind on the things that you want to accomplish? Are you behind on your goals? Are you behind on your dreams? Are you behind? Let me know, man. What's going on with you? Are you on top of your game or you behind on everything? You dig? The year is definitely almost over, man. I hope y'all understand that. The year is definitely almost over. It's time for you to really buckle down and get to it. It ain't no time to BS. It ain't no time to bullshit. You dig? Oh, man, the year is definitely almost over. So I want y'all to really lock in, man. You feel me? If y'all got any question to keep yourself in a positive mind state, any question in regards to relationship, any questions on, things that you may try, just certain routines you may, add to what you do already to keep yourself in a positive mind state for you to really be able to facilitate some of the things that you want to get done. You dig? So sometimes we reach to a point where we feel like we're stuck or we get blocked or we're stagnant. You know what I mean? And you might want a remedy to just get out of that rut or get out of that slump that you may be in. So it's whatever, you might want to holler and talk to me about. You feel me? So it's all good. I'm here for it all. As you can see, the drip is on. Come on, man. How y'all liking my new Cash is King? You dig? Little polo. What they call these? The polo, you know what I mean? Polo shirts. You feel me? As you can see, I got on my nice cargo pants to go with that. You feel me? With the red bottoms on the feet. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Red bottoms on the feet, man. Y'all want to check that out one time? You know what I mean? It matches the shirt and the pants. That's how I'm doing it right now, man. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. That's how I feel right now. Yeah, that's how I feel right now, man. Swag on 10, man, as always. Y'all know how I give it up. Y'all know how I give it up, man. And we don't care if it's one person in the room or it's 1 million. We're going to still chop it up. We still going to do what we do best. And we're going to still give you some news you can use. People will watch this later and get tuned in later. I should have turned my AC. My AC is on 75 degrees. Should have been on 73 because I already know it's going to get hot. Just a matter of time. You know what I mean? But until then, you know what I mean? We're gonna just cool out. Because I'm drinking tea as well, so it's going to get hot real soon. Like I said, the number's in there. You can hit me up, call. This ain't no FaceTime, so you don't got to be shy. You can just jump in and, you know what I mean, ask me whatever you feel like you want to ask me. And we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, man. So y'all ain't got to be shy about it. The number's there, so tap in with your boy, man. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to tap in. If y'all don't tap in, of course, I'm going to go and pop my shit. It is what it is. If y'all don't tap in, I'm just going to pop my shit. And I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And whatever come to my mind. But give me 2 seconds real quick. Let me turn that AC down because I'm going to get hot. I'm back like cook crack. How you love that? Huh? I'm back like cook crack. How you love that? Blood on the feet. Don't leave no blood on the streets. Y'all know how I do it, man. If y'all can hear me fine, let me see what up. Let me see a cheers inside the comment section. If you can hear me fine and everything is good. Let me know what's poppin', man. Y'all really shy tonight, man. Y'all really ain't. I can't see the comments. Y'all not saying nothing in the comments. Y'all got me feel like I'm really talking to myself, man. Y'all really not saying nothing in the comments. Y'all ain't doing nothing. What's going on with y'all tonight, man? I told y'all to leave something in the comment. Let me know how y'all doing. Nobody said a word. What's popping with y'all, man? Huh? What's goody? All right. I can see this ain't gonna be a long episode. I might have went live too late, huh? Nah, I ain't went live too late, man. Y'all niggas need to wake up. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We don't go to bed early around here, man. We stay up late. We got things to do. Feel me? So we stay up late, man. Feel me? For y'all niggas that go to bed early, y'all ain't really trying to go get no money, because we stay up late because we want to stay focused on that money. You dig? Because we got things to do. Okay, we got one. All right, so let's somebody responded in the comment. Okay. Somebody said progressing and serving my purpose. God is good. Oh, that's a fact though. God is definitely good. That's a fact. God is definitely good. You feel me? Yeah. Since we're gonna put it on there, we're gonna put it on God for a second real quick. You dig? Most definitely God is good, because at the end of the day, we wouldn't be where we at without God. You dig? And I believe a lot of people out there ain't believers. You dig? A lot of people out there should be believers and really should be trying to accomplish everything they want to accomplish with God by their side. You feel me? If God is not by your side while you trying to do what you trying to do, you basically going to fall flat on your face, and eventually you'll have to, call on God, and he'll have to take you out of your situation. So to avoid all that BS, I think you should definitely make sure God is at the forefront of your life. You dig? Most definitely at all times. You dig? But at the end of the day, once you keep God at the forefront of your life, everything gonna be all right, man. You know what I mean? Like I said again, the year is damn near over. A lot of y'all are not really, focused on y'all goals and really close to y'all dreams. A lot of y'all are just, coasting through life. I could dig that. But at the end of the day, if you're not living life, moving towards your purpose, man, at the end of the day, man, is life really worth living? You dig? How many girls you gonna smash? You dig? How many designer jeans you gonna wear? How many times you gonna hit the club and get fly? You dig? I mean, at the end of the day, man, that shit cool, that shit fun, in sparing degree. But sometimes you gotta just find something that you love doing and lock in on your purpose. You dig? That's just my mentality when it comes to it. I didn't live the life where I smashed some of the baddest joints in my life, where I felt like, man, if I died today, it was all worth it. Yeah, that's the type of lifestyle I lived. I lived a life where, man, I've had those type of nights where, man, I went out and just had a wonderful time, and you dig, took down one of the baddest joints that was walking, and I felt like, man, if it was all over today, it was worth it. You dig? Because I lived a hell of a life. But at the end of the day, once you finish doing all of that, and you start to look at the world for what it really is, you start to tell yourself, how many females that you gonna smash? How many sexual satisfaction and pleasures you gonna have? How many things that you're gonna do that's gonna fuel the flesh? But what are you gonna do to fuel the soul at the end of the day? All that shit is cool on the outside, but on the inside, you gotta be happy with yourself, and you gotta be living your purpose. So that's why, I had to do away with childish things. You dig? When you're young, you do childish things, and you live a wild life. But when you get older, you realize, you know what? I might actually live until I'm 70 or 80. I might actually live until I'm 90. So I gotta really move in a certain way that's gonna secure my future. So I gotta stop doing the things that I was doing when I was a teenager or a young man. I have to wisen up and understand that, yeah, it's time for me to really lock in and take care of my future. I gotta dot my I's and cross my T's. I can't play no game with this. You dig? I know a lot of people out there right now thinking it's all sweet and thinking it's all good. They living their best life, but they don't understand. Hey man, you might live until you're 80 or 90 years old. You don't want to be hustling or grinding or looking for a check when you're 80 or 90 years old from the government. You really want to be on cruise control. You really want to make sure that you took care of all the things that you needed to take care of when you was young, So when you get 80 to 90, you could be on cruise control. You don't got to be looking for nobody to take care of you. You could hire a nurse if you need to. You could hire a chef if you need to. You could hire a maid or somebody to clean your house if you need to. Because sometimes if you got kids, they might be living their life. They might not be worried about you when you reach 80 and you can't take care of yourself. You feel me? So you got to make sure that you secure the bag for your future. That's what I think about. I don't think about just today and next week. I make sure that I'm securing the bag for the future, because at the end of the day, when I get old and gray, man, I want to make sure that my life is basically, I'm living the same type of lifestyle. What I mean by that is this: I'm living a carefree lifestyle, meaning I don't care what's going on in the world, long as my bills are paid, long as my health is good. I don't care about nothing else that's happening, because you know what? God got me. I got my bills and everything taken care of. I don't got to worry about nobody. Nobody got to worry about me. And I don't have to depend on nobody, because everything has been taken care of, because I dot my I's and I cross my T's. My kids are good. My family is good. I'm good. I ain't got to trip or worry or depend on anybody for nothing. See, that's the mentality you got to be walking with. Understand, yeah, the girl you kicking it with right now, she cool, but is she going to be cool 70 years from now? Is she going to be cool 80 years from now? Right now, I know she fun, you having a wonderful time, but do you see yourself with this person for the next 70, 80, for the next whatever, 50 years, however old you may be right now, 30 to 40 years? Is this person going to be attracted to you? And even if they're not attractive, are you still going to be attracted to them? Because at the end of the day, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. You dig? Of course, the looks might fade, but she got to be attractive inside. He got to be attractive inside. You got to love his spirit. You got to love her spirit. And if you love that spirit, then you'll be able to weather the storm. Because when the looks fade, you got to understand, I'm going to be with this person until I'm 70, 80 years old. So I want to be attracted to their spirit. I want to be attracted to her soul. I want to make sure that I'm with a loving and caring person. When I'm not able to wipe my ass, she'll be able to do it for me, because she cares and loves me that much. You feel me? When you get sick, you want a man that's going to be there for you to take care of you, even when you might be sick and may not be able to take care of yourself. You dig? So that's the type of things you got to be thinking about in the future. I know the woman that you rocking with right now, she cool, but you got to make sure she's a rider. That's the main thing. You got to make sure the person you rocking with is a rider. That's what I want. I ain't looking for no fly by night. She got to be a rider. You dig? Because at the end of the day, we might live a long time. You dig? When you young, you living wild. You ain't worried about waking up tomorrow. You think, you dig, you woke up for the last 20 years, so you're going to wake up tomorrow again. So, you know what I mean? You're not thinking about waking up tomorrow. But when you get older, you start thinking and you start counting your days and understanding that, you know what? Shit, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. I'm going to try to eat right. I'm going to try to do the right thing and live a righteous life and make sure that I'm doing everything that's in that's righteous in the eyes of the Lord, so I can have grace, and he'll wake me up tomorrow because I'm moving in my purpose. I'm doing the things that I think he would want me to be doing. And if you're moving like that, God will bless you for another day, man. I believe those small little kind gestures that you may do throughout the day, opening the door for an elderly person, or just taking care of a situation for somebody when you didn't have to, those little kind gestures, I think they extend your life on earth. I think God watches that and he sees that you moving with the right intentions and he looks out for you, you dig? That's the way I think. That's how I move throughout life. I'm always trying to do the right thing. I'm not perfect at it. Don't get it twisted. I'm definitely not perfect at it, because I'm still a nigga. But for the most part, I have good intentions, and that's how I move through life, with good intentions, understanding that I'm not perfect, but if I move with good intentions and God knows my heart, I'll be able to live to see another day. And that's how I move, you dig? And I take them with me everywhere I go. I know there's haters out there that's watching and trying to block my blessings, but when you ride with the Lord, man, ain't nobody can stop your blessings, man, you dig? They can't stop a step, but you got to keep on moving. So that's why I'm encouraging y'all to definitely think about your future and don't let this gold rush pass you by, this digital gold rush, you dig? A lot of people are making millions and billions of dollars off this gold rush. Don't let the wealthy be the only one that benefits off this particular opportunity that we have. So we got to understand, we have to learn the game. That's why I came up with a crypto course. It's time for plan B. Yeah, it's a crypto course that's teaching you the basics on how to learn the game so you can prepare for plan B. Because plan A, shit, was to work hard and hopefully get a 401k or whatever that may be. I don't know anything about it because I ain't never been in nobody corporate office to know about 401k and pension plans, but that's what they say. You know what I mean? Most people work for a retirement plan and get a pension plan and a 401k or whatever it may be. That's fine and dandy. That was plan A. But yo, listen, man, you got to focus on plan B because plan A might not work out the way you want it to work out. You feel me? And plan B is Bitcoin. It's the gold rush. It's a digital gold rush. So I advise every one of y'all to start thinking forward and thinking about the future. 10 years ago, Bitcoin was about what? 15,000, maybe even less than that, right? Now it's 117,000. If that doesn't make you a believer, then I don't know what will. So you have to understand this, man. You have to be thinking about the future at the end of the day. We always got to be thinking about the future, not just stuck in the present. The present is a blessing. That's fine. The present is a blessing, but you got to understand you may actually live until you 80 or 90 years old. And you don't want to be one of those dudes that's broke and that's trying to struggle and hustle while you 80 or 90 years old. You don't want to be working at nobody's job while you 80 or 90 years old. You don't want to be filling out no application. You feel me? And I think it's going to be very hard for a lot of women out there because a lot of women don't invest in certain things. A lot of women spend more money on cosmetic surgeries and spend money on bundles of hair. They don't really invest their money in certain things that's going to help them towards the future. And you dig? So I believe a lot of women is going to have a harder time when it comes to, when they get older because a lot of women live for the moment, man. You dig? They hoping they find a rich, wealthy man and have a kid and he's going to take care of her for the rest of her life. Some of them wishing on a star. Some of them believing in the fairy tale. You dig? And that's cool and that's fine and dandy. That might happen for maybe one or two females, but the majority of y'all going to have to hustle and have to work and have to take care of yourself and make the right decisions. You dig? Don't play around and think that it's going to be all fine and dandy for the rest of your life. Nah, when you get about 50 years old and your looks fade away, you're going to wish you'd have chose the right man. You dig? When you was younger and you was fine and looking right. Don't think that your looks is going to stay forever. You dig? Like they're going to come out with the fountain of youth and you're going to stay beautiful forever. Nah. So you got to make sure that you taking care of your business now. You feel me? Because trust me, when it gets spooky, it's going to get real spooky out here. You know what I mean? I see a lot of elderly people right now, you dig, moving through life, and they not in the position that I would want to be in when I get their age. I'm still thinking back when I was parking my car, and this lady was working the valet, and she was damn near 60 to 70 years old, working the valet. You dig? I understand that some people, when they're old, they still want to work, but that ain't the type of job you want to be doing when you're 60 or 70 years old. Your vision ain't even all the way 20/20, and you parking niggas luxury cars at the age of 70. So, you got to think about these things because it could be you. Don't think you exempt. It could definitely be you. Everybody think that it ain't going to happen to them, but it can happen to you, man. So let's move with the right energy and understand that tomorrow's not promised. But listen, you got to make sure take care your things that you need to take care of now, so when you reach that certain age, you could be on cruise control. Because that's what I want to be on, man. Cruise control. What's popping with y'all, man? What's going on? It's tea and conversation with yours truly. Like I said, y'all could ask me whatever question y'all want, man, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about until y'all get the courage to say y'all want to ask me something. I also left the number in there so y'all can call and chop it up with your boy and ask me whatever y'all want. I'm going to try to go live a little bit more earlier throughout the day, man. Sometimes I don't go live early enough, but, I'm a nigga that got a lot of things going on, man. I got a lot of things moving. So I don't go live as much as, or at the time y'all may like me to go live, but Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. I got things to do. Light blue one. Yeah. Okay, hold on one second. I'm checking my Instagram. As always. Checking my IG real quick. Pardon me. Stay on top of your game, huh? Won't work without him. It won't work without him. What's up? Let me see some likes, man. Let me get some likes real quick. Okay, we on here for like 30 minutes. Okay, we on here for about 30 minutes. All right, let's chop some game up, man. Let's chop some game up, huh? What's goody? What's poppin'? Y'all can hear me fine? Money on my mind, money on my mind. Yeah, I'm on the grind. Everybody can hear me fine? Y'all goody? Y'all good out there? How's everybody doing, man? Y'all straight? Okay. Like I said, man, ain't no particular topic that I wanted to discuss or talk about. Like I said again, I just wanted to tap in with y'all because I said I'm gonna go live every Thursday. I'm gonna go live tomorrow as well. You dig? I'm gonna try to go live around 4 p.m. tomorrow, so y'all could definitely catch me early. You dig? And after this, I might even go live on Instagram, on TikTok. But like I was saying again, man, that's what it's all about. You can feel the energy in the air. You know what I mean? I can feel the energy in the air. The economy is not what it used to be. You know what I mean? Things are moving kind of spooky right now. And you dig? My financial situation is not like y'all financial situation. My financial situation is a little bit different, but I can still feel the energy in that's out there. I can feel the temperature right now. The economy's not moving like it was moving last year. This year we going through, it's almost like we're in a small recession, but nobody's talking about it, nobody's mentioning it, and everybody keeping it on a hush hush. But I could feel that the economy shifting. So you dig? So you got to be mindful of that and understand that you got a penny saved is a penny earned. So you dig? Sometimes you might have to slow down on going out to eat. You might have to slow down on buying those drinks at the club and going out every weekend or going out to a Beyonce concert. You might have to just, you dig, take a little break on some of those type of things that you love doing, because you dig, if you don't secure the bag for the future, you're going to regret that, because at the end of the day, man, Beyonce going to get her money regardless. She already got her money, so you got to make sure you got to secure your bag, you feel me? And Beyonce going to be in town tomorrow too, you dig? I know that concert going to be lit. I'm not going to be there because I just don't get, I'm not in tune with Beyonce music. That ain't my type of music. That ain't for me, you feel me? But I know a lot of women gonna be out there, so a lot of fellas, if you looking for a chick right now, I think the Beyonce concert should be the spot you go to, because most definitely they gonna be out there in packs. Yeah, they gonna be out there in packs, so you definitely want to hit up a Beyonce concert if you're looking for a little, you know what I mean, a little jump off, you dig? Most definitely. But other than that, man, you know, this is Las Vegas, man. There's a lot of things going on regardless. So whether you go to the Beyonce concert or if you go to the casino, it's going to be vibes all over the place. You feel me? It's going to be vibes all around. So you just got to have that confidence to go approach them and let them know, you know what I mean, your campaign and what you're trying to put down. You feel me? You got to have that confidence, though. A lot of y'all dudes out here be shy. But, you know, sooner or later, man, you're going to have that confidence that you need, you know, one step at a time, you dig? You got to embrace rejection, though. That's the main thing. You got to embrace rejection. You cannot be afraid to get rejected. It is what it is. That's how I build my confidence. That's one of my tips on how to build your confidence. You can't be afraid to get rejected, you dig? Once you're not afraid to get rejected, it's all good. That's the faster you learn how to take a rejection, the faster it'll be easier, or the easier it'll be for you to go out, holler at a female and be able to get the number. Because it will build your confidence because you already know she only thing she can do is say no. The only thing she can do is tell you no. Other than that, you got action. You ain't got to trip on her. You're doing anything else. The only thing she can tell you is no, she got a man. No, she got a boyfriend. No, she's married. She can tell you no, you can't get the number. Once you get over that, man, everything else is cruise control. Everything else is a cakewalk, you feel me? And the faster you can deal with rejection, the faster you'll be able to get that yes or get that answer that you're looking for, you dig? So that's what I tell anybody out there that want to build their confidence, man. You got to embrace rejection. You dig? Embrace rejection. The faster you know how to deal with that, is all good after that. You feel me? And you know, New York is the school of hard knocks, and that's where I learned how to deal with rejection, because the chicks in New York City, they ain't playing no games. You got to be aggressive to holler at them. You got to be the type of dude that you don't mind pulling a girl by the hand and letting her know, hey man, what's popping? I want to get your name. You feel me? And I want to get your number. You dig? And you got to be aggressive in that way in order to get them to stop. Because other than that, they're going to walk right past you like you didn't even say nothing, like you didn't even exist. You dig? So that's some of the things that I learned coming up in New York. You got to be bold and upfront. So when I went to any other state, it was a cakewalk for me. It was easy because I already dealt with the most roughest, hardest, nonchalant women in the world. And that's a East Coast chick, man, a New York female, you dig? Everybody else, they friendly. When you go to the South, the chicks in the South are friendly. When you go to the LA, the chicks in the LA, they're a little bougie, but they're friendly as well. It's easy, man. Everything else is a cakewalk. New York City is the most difficult place or the most challenging place to get a female to pay you any attention. And once I mastered that, everything else was a cakewalk, you dig? And that's what I would suggest for anybody that want to really get their confidence level up. All you got to do, man, is master the art of being rejected. You dig? That's it. Once you know how to take a rejection, everything else is easy breezy. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, man, the chick she not even that important. She not really that important. So her rejection shouldn't even affect you in that kind of way. But I know some of you dudes are tender-hearted. Some of you dudes are tender when it comes to these females. So if a female tell you no or reject you, you feel like your whole night is fucked up, your whole day is shattered, and you really can't move forward. I get it for some of you dudes who move in that kind of way. I don't understand it, but I get it. You dig? Some of y'all was raised by your mom, so you're a little softer than most. I was raised by a father, so I'm an alpha man. So when a woman tell me no, it's not really a rejection, it's a redirection to the next person that I need to be talking to, you dig? All she did was do me a favor. She let me know I don't have to waste my time on her. If she rejects me, man, that's gonna redirect me to the woman that I need to be talking to, because, you know what I mean, whoever I'm looking for me. All I gotta do is find her, because she definitely looking for me. And that's it, man, you dig? I don't really trip on a female telling me, nah, she got a man. Matter of fact, I'm at the stage in my life now, I don't even really holler at females like that. When I go out, I'm just cooling, I'm chilling, I'm vibing and doing me. I don't really go hollering at no females like that, man. They holler at me, man. You feel me? 9 out of 10 times, they know me before I know them. So they make sure, give me that eye contact or give me that look that they let me know they interested. They holler at me. That's just the way I got it now, because I made myself a high-value man. I made myself a man of interest. But it was happening like that before I got on the podcast, to keep it all the way 1,000. Before I got some money, it was going down like that. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I ain't never had a problem with, dealing with women. That's one thing I ain't never had. I ain't never had a problem dealing with women. Women always find me attractive. Women always like my persona, like my swag. Even before I even knew what I was doing, you dig? I didn't even know what it was, but I discovered it later. It was just my aura. You dig? That was it. When I was a little June running around in kindergarten, chicks been chasing me down. You dig? But it was my aura. That's all it is, man. Sometimes it's just your aura. You don't even have to speak. You dig? You can just walk in a room and the women already gravitate towards you because your aura. You dig? Your aura speaks volume. Your aura speaks for you. And that was ultimately happening to me. As soon as I walk in the room, man, my aura will captivate and take the energy, suck up the energy in the room. You dig? I don't care who's in there. It could be anybody in there. You can have Michael Jordan in there. You can have LeBron James in there. You can have any celebrity you could think about in the room. Once I walk in the room, I'm guaranteed the women are going to be attracted to me, or they're going to be looking at me and trying to figure out who I am and what I do and what I'm all about. You dig? Just because of my aura. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the cars. You dig? Because your car in the parking lot, they don't know I got a Rolls Royce. You dig? They don't know I got shit going on. I got motion. You dig? Your personality got to captivate the female. You feel me? Your vibration got to captivate the female. That's how it happens for me. You know what I mean? And the location that I'm in, you can't parking lot politic. So when you go to the club or you go to the bar, your aura, your personality have to attract her. And then when she goes to the parking lot because she leaving with you, when she see what you driving and she see that you got some motion, that just solidifies the deal. That lets her know that, okay, I got somebody that really doing his thing. I got somebody who got his life together and really making some move. So that makes her even more attracted to you. But in the beginning, it's all about your aura. It's all about your spirit. It's all about your vibration. It's all about what you say and how you say it. You dig? So you got to make sure you get your words down pat and know how to convey and converse yourself, how to converse when it comes to hollering at a woman in the club or at a bar or anywhere. You feel me? A lot of times I was, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. The other day I was out with my homeboy, and when they was at the casino basically at the Orvia, and when I pulled up, they was talking to two girls at the bar. You dig? And I was just looking at the females, you know, but I was talking to my homeboys, and I was looking at one of the females from my peripheral. She looked kind of familiar, but I ain't really trip about it. So my homeboy, who was talking to the females initially, introduced us, and she said, "Oh, I know him already." And I'm like, "Where you know me from?" She said, "Yeah, you the first guy that rejected me inside of the strip club. I asked you to buy me a drink and you told me no." And when she said that, I was like, "Oh shit, that sound like me." Yeah, that do sound like something I would say or something I would do, because a lot of you guys feel like, you dig, if a woman come up to you and asks you for a drink, y'all automatically buy the drink. You dig? For me, personally, I feel offended when a woman come up to me and say, "Hey, can you buy me a drink?" Because you didn't even ask me my name. You didn't get to know me. You didn't even act like you like me. So why would I buy you a drink? But because I rejected her and I let her know that, nah, you can't get no drink from me, you dig? She remembered that. And that was years later. She remembered that incident. She remembered that situation. You feel me? Because I'm not one of those type of guys that you can come up to me and ask me to do this or do that. I'm quick to tell a chick no, man. That's just how I am. I'm quick to tell a chick no. I don't care where we at. I'm not going to buy you a drink just because you pretty and got a fat ass. It's not happening. You dig? You're going to have a conversation with me. You're going to have to introduce yourself. You're going to have to make me feel like you interested in me in some type of way. And if I feel your energy and you feel like I feel like you're a cool person, then I'll buy you a drink. It don't mean nothing to me. It only going to cost about $40 to $30, $20. That ain't nothing to me. So it ain't about the drink. It's about your personality. It's about how you approach me. It's about, you know what I mean, your energy. If I feel like you one of those type of females that's friendly and that's easygoing, then I don't mind having a conversation with you and buying you a drink. But if I feel you just a gold digger and you just coming up to me because you think I'm gonna get you a drink because you know I can afford it, then I'm gonna tell you no. I'm not gonna get you a drink. You dig? It is what it is. And she remember that. So now when she talk to people and she mention me or they mention me, she's always gonna bring up that story. She's always gonna tell a female or a male friend the time that I rejected her. And you know what that does? That make me more appealing in the eyes of the other women that she's talking to. You dig? That adds to my legend. That adds to my mystique. That adds to my personality. The other women notice that, okay, he's not a friendly guy. He's not an easy guy to get. So, you dig? That makes them more intrigued. Women love a man that's more mysterious or don't move like the regular guy. They love a man that's a little bit more intriguing. They love a man that's not quick to tell you yes. They're going to tell you no. They love a man that's going to put his foot down and let you know what it is. So, sometimes you can't show your hand. You got to let her figure you out. Always be a mystery. Always be a Rubik's Cube, a puzzle for her to try to figure out. A lot of you dudes just be, you know what I mean, buying a girl a drink just because she's pretty and got a fat ass, and you want to get the number after that. Or you want to walk around the club with her all night because you bought her a drink. I don't give a damn. If I buy a drink, If I buy a female a drink because I think she cool or she cute, I buy her the drink and then walk off. I wouldn't even ask for the number. I just get the drink and then move around and do my thing. If I see her later, then I see her later and we connect and we make something happen. But other than that, Ma, if you got a cool vibe and I like your feng shui, I get you a drink and keep it moving. I don't even need the number, you dig? Because you're going to remember me because I'm that type of nigga that you're going to remember. You're going to feel my energy. You're going to feel my feng shui. And you know I ain't sweating you for nothing. So you definitely going to remember my vibe. You're going to remember me. So when I see you again, we already have a rapport. You dig? I'm giving y'all small little details that y'all can use when y'all out here trying to mac or really try to attract the woman that you're looking for. Because it's really easy. A lot of y'all dudes make it really more difficult than it need to be. It's really easy. Getting a woman to give you the number and knocking them down, that's easy, man. That's the easiest thing in the world, man. To get a woman to give you her number, take it back to the crib and knock it down. That ain't nothing, man. I can get pussy like, it's like breathing air. You feel me? That's how easy it is for me. So when I go out, I be trying not to knock nothing down, to keep it 100 with you. When I go out, that's the last thing on my mind. The last thing on my mind is trying to find a woman to knock down. That's never on my mind when I'm going out because it's too easy for me. It's not challenging. I like a challenge. So that's the last thing on my mind. I get it. You might be at a different point in your life. Don't get it twisted. I understand where you at. You might be at a different point. You might be at another point in your life where you going out to knock something down. That's cool. That's fine. But I'm giving you the small nuances and small tips that you can use to knock something down. You dig? Make sure that you always hold yourself in high regards. You dig? Always be a mystery. Don't be fiending. Don't be too aggressive. If you buy a female a drink, get her a drink and keep it moving. Get her name, possibly her number. I would say don't even ask for the number. Just move around, do what you do. And if you see her later, then y'all connect and you get the number. You dig? When it's about 3:30 at the end of the night, the club about to close, depending on where you live at, that's when you connect again with her and see what she about. Other than that, man, you let her do her thing. Because she might want to get another dude number. She might want to do her thing with her friends. She might know a guy that got a section and you might not have a section. So let her have a good time. But she going to remember you because you definitely was the first one that got her a drink. You ain't really tripped about nothing and you kept it moving. So you're going to intrigue her and spark her mind in a certain way. You dig? These small, subtle nuances is what's going to make you more appealing in the eyes of most of these women out there. You feel me? They're very easy to figure out. It's hard for them to figure us out. And when a woman have you figured out, it's a wrap for you. She got you by the balls. You dig? You always got to be a mystery to a woman. You can't let her figure you out, but you got to be always on top of game and figuring her out. You got to let her know, yeah, listen, man, don't try to figure me out. I'm a Rubik's Cube. If you got a question and you feel some type of way you want to ask me something, just ask me. But if you try to figure me out and you try to assume, you're going to be wrong every time. You dig? That's how I kick it. That's how I give it up. Listen, man, I'm giving y'all $1 billion worth of game right now, man. You feel me? $1 billion worth of game. Know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, me personally, I want a woman to follow my lead. I don't want her to, giving me the box is easy. A woman could give you the box and she would be, a woman can give you the box, right? Right? Hold on one second. Let me see what's going on. Let me tell you why getting the box is not important. I mean, knocking the chick down is really not that important. Let me tell you why it's not really that important. Let me give you some game real quick. See, a lot of times a woman will sleep with you, spend the night with you, and it doesn't mean that you have that woman's attention. You dig? We got women out here that are vampires. They soul suckers. They blood suckers. You dig? They here to steal your energy. So you got to be aware of that. They here to steal your energy. You got women out there that get fueled and get energized off of having sexual pleasures with you. You dig? And not because she lay down with you and give you the box, that means you have that woman's attention or she'll follow your lead or you got control of that situation. See, that be the mistake that costs a lot of dudes to end up in jail, because just because a woman is sleeping with them, they sometimes assume that the woman really cares about them, or assume that this is my chick, or this is my bitch, or this is my pussy, this is mine. And not understanding that, listen, man, she might be knocking down the next nigga that's in your circle, or she might be knocking down your ops. You feel me? And some niggas can't deal with that. They get emotionally involved with the woman, and then they want to kill a nigga because the woman that they love is sleeping with their ops or sleeping with another nigga that they don't know, and they not understanding. Not because y'all sleeping together means that she's not doing her thing, or that means she's under your wing, or she's under your control. Some woman would just sleep with you and have a sexual relationship with you and a fling with you and have no emotional attachment whatsoever. Some women move like that, man. They just savages like that. You feel me? You got to understand that. You got to respect that. You can feel some type of way about that. That's understood. You can feel some type of way about that. But if you really feel some type of way about that, you wouldn't be sleeping with the female. You'll respect yourself and know that that ain't the woman for you. But because you don't respect yourself, you're going to continue to sleep with her. You're going to continue to be treated like a buster. And she's going to continue to use you for your dick and your sexual energy. But you got to know how to control yourself. You got to know how to control your emotions. You can't be trying to knock off the next man or knock down the next man just because she's sleeping with a nigga that you don't know about. Some of you dudes be tender dicks and be caught up in the mix, not understanding, man. There's women that move just like niggas, man. There's women out here that are savages just like men. They don't give a damn. They'll knock you down, knock your friend down, and go knock another nigga down after that. You dig? They taking body counts, you feel me? I call them bone collectors, you dig? Yeah, they taking body counts, man. And they don't give a damn. That's how they moving. That's how they moving. They vampires out here. You got to know that. So you got to protect your energy. You feel me? Don't let a woman come up to you and ask you for this and ask you for that. And just because she got a fat ass, you go knock it down or you give her whatever she want. You being played like a buster. They going to talk about you behind your back with all her friends and let them know how much of a sucker you are. And your name is going to be ringing out here for the sucker shit that you be doing. You feel me? And now all the other women going to know you a sucker, so they're not going to respect your gangster. They're not going to respect your campaign. You feel me? So you got to know how to move when you out here in these streets, man. You got to make sure, let the women know what you about. You dig? And let them know that the box is the last thing on your mind. You feel me? If you're going to rock with me and you got a problem, if you're going to rock with me, rock with me. But if you got a problem with authority, stay away from me. You dig? That's how I give it up. If you got a problem with authority, get the fuck away from me, man. I need a bitch that's going to listen. Yeah, that's how I give it up. I need a woman that's going to listen, man. That's what I need. I don't need nothing else. I need a joint that's going to really listen and follow my lead. If you can't take instructions and you can't take information, if you got a problem with what I'm trying to tell you, if you can't be teachable, if you're not teachable, if you're not coachable, and you got a hard head, you dig? I'm going to let you know what it is, man. I'm not rocking with you. I'm not messing with you, man, because they say a hard head makes a soft ass, and I ain't fucking with you even though you got a soft ass, you dig? I might squeeze it and walk past. That's about it. You ain't going to get no other action out of me. I'm not going to bring you into my fold. I'm not going to add you to my entourage. I'm not going to add you to my roster. Nah, I need a woman that's going to pay attention and listen to the things that I tell her. You feel me? That's one of my pet peeves. If you're a female and you interested in me, right, and I tell you all my do's and don'ts, and you decide to break my do's and don'ts, I might give you one more chance after that. But after that second chance, it's a wrap. I'm going to ghost you. You dig? Man, I could be out with a female. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I could be out with a female, right? And we having the best time of our life. You know, we go from dinner, or we go from the movies to dinner, or we go from dinner to the movies, then we go riding go-karts, we could be playing miniature golf, we could be doing all type of things, having a great time, we can go bowling, we can be doing whatever, right? And the whole time I'm with this female, I'm thinking about once I leave her, I ain't gonna never speak to her again. You dig? The whole time, because you know why? I'm paying attention to everything she's doing. And she might do one subtle thing or maybe two subtle things that goes against what I believe that I feel a woman should be doing that's around me. You dig? See, sometimes women do things around other guys and think it's cool. You dig? They'll do certain things around certain guys and the guys don't check them and they think it's all fine and dandy, you dig? And they think that's gonna work when they come around me. Not understanding that I'm analyzing your movements, I'm seeing how you do what you do and how you move and conduct yourself when you're around me. And the more you do things that I feel is out of pocket or just not you know what I mean, is not in line with how I move or how I want a woman that I'm dealing with to move, listen, man, I'm not gonna let that mess up the vibe or mess up the night. But as soon as we leave each other, that'll be the last time you speak to me. And you'll be wondering, damn, what happened to me? Why am I not answering your calls or answering your texts? That's because you did one or two things that I feel was definitely out of pocket. And I don't got the time to check you about it. I don't got the time to give you the information that you need, because at the end of the day, you're a grown ass woman. You dig? I only deal with grown ass women. So you should know better. You should move in a certain way to know better. You dig? And if you don't know better and nobody taught you, I'm not here to teach you. You dig? That's just not where I'm at with it. Right now, I need a woman that's going to understand what you need to do before you go out here and be on a date or be out with me. You dig? When you rolling with a certain caliber of dude, you got to know the do's and don'ts. And I don't got time to teach you everything. You feel me? Especially if I feel like you stubborn. If I feel like you stubborn, I'm definitely not going to be telling you the do's and don'ts, because I know you're not coachable or teachable. So I don't got time to be wasting my breath, trying to tell you what to do. You dig? And that's funny, because I always think about that. I'm like, damn, I'm a cold nigga when it comes to this, because I would literally be on a date with a female, chilling, having a wonderful time. She thinking that we getting along and everything is fine. And the moment we leave each other, I never call her again, and she hits me up and I never respond. You dig? She don't even understand why. But I don't got the time to tell you why, because I'm a grown-ass man and I only deal with grown-ass women. So you should be grown enough to know, hey, listen, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. I'm around this guy. He's a certain type of way. I got to move a certain kind of way. I can't do no goofy shit. You feel me? You can't do no goofy shit when you're around me. Now, I know some of you women might want to know the subtle details that I'm talking about that will cause me not to call you again, but I'm not going to give you the game. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, because it ain't my motherfucking time. And you don't need to hear that right now, you dig? I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. Anyway, man, what's poppin', man? Y'all liking the flow? What's going on? It's 57 minutes. I've been chopping game with y'all, you dig, for 57 minutes. Yeah, man. You feel me? I might get off this in a minute. You dig? Like I said again, hit me with that super chat if you want to ask me a question. Y'all know what it is. It's an opportunity to get a lot of game if you looking for it. Because, hey, man, I don't think a lot of niggas got more game than me, man. You feel me? I done been there, done that. So if you got a question that you want to ask me, if you got something you want to talk about, here's your time. I left the number inside of the comment section, so you can definitely call and ask me whatever you want. I'm gonna leave the number again just for y'all who arrived late to the live. I'm gonna leave the number one more time. You dig? But yeah, man, that shit be funny to me, because you know, a chick will be thinking me and her hitting it off and we really getting along and everything is moving smooth, but the whole time I'm thinking in my mind, I'm never gonna call you again. I'm never gonna holler at you again. This gonna be the last time you see me. And she don't even know it. You dig? She hit me up the day after or the next day, and I don't even respond. You feel me? Because you're moving like a goofy, and I don't tell you that you're moving like a goofy because I don't got the time to be telling you, you know what I mean, educating you about how you need to be moving, man. If I tell you what I like and what I don't like, consider that a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Consider that a blessing if I tell you what I like and what I don't like. Because, like I said, I only deal with grown women. So you should know, you know what I mean? You should know how you should be moving. In my opinion, you should know how to move. If you don't know how to move, then shit, you lose. It is what it is. That's just how I'm feeling. If you don't know how to move, then it is what it is, man. I'm not here to educate you, man. Listen, I left the number in the chat. If you got a question, holla at your boy. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live a little bit more earlier. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live around. I'll probably go live around. Shit, I might go live early tomorrow. I ain't gonna front. I might go live around 3 p.m. tomorrow, which would be like more than likely it'll be like on the East Coast. It'll be 3 p.m. so it'll be 12 o'clock over here. So that means I might not even touch the streets tonight, because if I do go live, tomorrow. If I go out tonight, then I go live tomorrow. I'm not gonna go live at 12. I know I'm not gonna make it at time because for some reason when I go out, you dig, I can't. Anyway, let me not talk about that. You dig? But keep it all the way 1,000. When I go out, man, I be out for the whole night. That's just me. I just come back at 6 a.m. You dig? Once I'm outside, I'm outside. It is what it is. So I prefer to just not be outside, and I make it live. I make it, make it to the live tomorrow on time. You dig? Other than that, man, y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all here with me. I've been on here for about an hour. I think I gave y'all enough news y'all can use. It is what it is. My nigga Prince is with me. He got to eat. Prince, what's up, boy? You hungry? Prince got to eat. Come here, Prince. Yeah, I know you hungry. Come here. Prince don't like the camera, man. He shy, man. Y'all say what up to Prince, man. Prince don't really like the camera. He shy. Yeah, give me some likes, man. As soon as y'all step in the room, man. Y'all be coming on my live stream and don't even be liking, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. What up, Prince? Huh? What up, Prince? Come on, man. Y'all say what up to my main man, Prince, my co-host. You dig? He don't say too much. He just look cool and chill. What's up, man? What's going on? You good? You chilling? You chilling? You all right? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. I'm about to feed you in a minute. I'm about to get up this live in a minute. Matter of fact, I might go live on Instagram or TikTok. I might go live on Instagram or TikTok. When you feeling fly, man, you want to let everybody see your drip. You dig? Yeah, that's just what it is, man. When I'm fly, man, I want everybody to see the drip. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just how I do it, man. You can't just go to one spot. You got to go to every spot. Because you got that shit on. You want to make sure everybody see that drip because you might not wear that again. That's just how it is. You feel me? It's a brand new shirt. I might never wear this again, man. You dig? I just wore it for y'all. It is what it is. Brand new pants, brand new red bottoms. I might not wear it again. I just get fresh to come on the podcast and chop game with y'all. That's what I get fresh for. You feel me? Yeah, I get fresh to chop game with y'all. A lot of times when y'all see me get fly, I haven't wore none of these clothes nowhere else but the podcast first. That's where I rock it first. I rock it on the podcast, and then I might rock it outside after that. But other than that, y'all get the first look, man. When I put that drip together, y'all get the first look, most definitely. You feel me? I rock with y'all, so y'all, I don't mind getting the first look, giving y'all the first look. You feel me? Like I said, man, we're going to build this one brick at a time, man. We grinding. You dig? A lot of times when I go live, a lot of people don't get the notification. You dig? So it's important for y'all to click the notification button so when I do go live, y'all automatically be notified. You dig? Because, a lot of people don't get that notification, man. YouTube be sleeping sometimes. And when you step in the live, you got to like the live because the more you like it, the more the algorithm pushes it out there for all the other people to see it. And you know what I mean? And that's just how that shit go. So y'all got to support and y'all got to do what y'all got to do to make sure the content get out there as well. Y'all know I'm going to do my job. I'm always going to give y'all some jewels. I'm always going to be dropping jewels. I got videos on top of videos that's going to be coming out. I want y'all to stay locked in. I'm only going to get better with time. You feel me? We taking it to the next plateau. You feel me? I always want to give y'all good information so I can keep y'all mindset in a positive state. You feel me? I always want to make sure to encourage and inspire y'all and give y'all some news y'all can use. And I'm definitely always going to drop some jewels. That's what it's going to be because it's all about the mindset. You dig? You got to see it in the mind first before it can manifest into your reality. Anything you want, from a woman to the car to the clothes to the money to the jewelry, anything you want, you got to see it in the mind first. The Wright brothers didn't see a plane fly, but they knew they could make a plane fly if they just put in enough, effort and time. They had to have a willpower to do it. You feel me? I remember I read something the other day and it said, I think somebody, one of the presidents asked, I forgot who he asked, but he asked somebody, do you think we have the capability to make it to the moon? That's before the first man landed on the moon. And he said, yeah, it's possible if we have the will to do it. You know what I mean? So that means you gotta have the willpower to persevere. You dig? No matter what challenges you got the willpower to persevere. So that means anything you want to do, you can accomplish if you have the willpower to persevere through all the trials and tribulations and the things that you're gonna be faced with, because it ain't gonna come easy. It definitely not gonna come easy. You're gonna be met with resistance. That's part of the process. But anything you want that's worth having, you're gonna definitely persevere through it all because you want it that bad. All right, listen, I had a wonderful time chopping it up with y'all. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. Y'all know how I do it. I've been on this live for about an hour. I told y'all could ask me whatever question y'all want to ask me. Obviously, y'all don't got no questions right now. No biggie. I'm always going to give y'all some game. I stay with different topics and things I could talk about, so it don't even matter. So anyway, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for leaving y'all comments and saying whatever y'all wanted to say. Your dig is all good. I read a few people. Let me give a few of y'all a shout out. Wall Street Only, Cameron Strength. Give y'all one or two shout out. You dig? Melina. Cheers to y'all for, you know what I mean, tapping in with your boy, man. You dig? I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. Most definitely, y'all can watch us after, you dig, I end this particular live. But until then, remember this. If you don't remember nothing else, the best way to predict the future is to create it. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. Y'all know what it is. Cheers.